Librenerio's transportation used to be normal gasoline-using cars, but our wonderful engineers have found new innovative ways to improve these cars. We call them the solar and hydrogen-powered cars, or SAHC. These cars run on solar power, as we receive a lot of sunlight throughout the day. Unfortunately, rainy seasons sometimes appear on our calendar. There may be a chance we won't have enough sunlight for our cars. Our engineers have solved this problem by having cars run on hydrogen fuel if there's no more sunlight stored in the solar panels to allow the car to run. On the back of each car, we have dual solar axis panels, as shown. These dual solar axis panels follow the sun to gain as much energy as possible. They're also on both sides of the solar panel to gain as much sunlight. So while working on this project, this topic of why there are two forms of energy being used definitely popped up. Overall, this is the best way to make a cheap, affordable car for everyone, due to the reason it runs mainly on solar. Solar is free, and there's no need for gas stations, etc. Librenerio has a better economy with these innovative cars. Many engineers work to help build this car, including mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, safety engineers, and computer scientists, like myself. Mechanical engineers worked on the mechanics of the car, while electrical helped in installing the solar panels. Safety engineers tested the car to make sure the human would stay safe in the car. And finally, computer scientists coded multiple programs to make it autonomous. One special feature of this car is the flying aspect part of it. During earthquakes, people need to be safe. The easiest way for this to happen is by not relying on the ground. Our cars communicate with our earthquake sensors around our city, knowing exactly when and for how long the earthquake will hit. When the earthquake is detected, the car immediately hovers above the ground. Our evacuation system also uses these high-tech cars. During fires, people need to evacuate the building, but most of our buildings are extremely tall. They're skyscrapers. Running down the stairs would take a tremendously long time. During a fire, alarms are rang throughout the entire building, and people gather toward the biggest window on that floor. The cars would be signaled to get people out of the building by flying toward a level and safely getting them down. The size of these cars is also a very interesting feature. Each car is modular. Modular cars are cars that are dedicated to one person only, but can attach to other cars to make a bigger vehicle. During a situation of emergency, the cars will split, as it would be better if each car was going at its own pace. Though the main mode of transportation is our solar and hydrogen-powered cars, we also have a high-tech magnetic bullet train running throughout our city. We call this train Speed. This train runs on high speed due to the fact that it levitates off the ground. When an earthquake hits, the train is slowed down and the magnetic field is lowered. Then our train gradually lifts into the air and hovers until the earthquake is over. Then the magnetic field is raised back up and the train continues its journey. When the train gradually lifts into the air, it splits up into different cases, such as a solar-powered hydrogen car. I truly believe this advanced mode of transportation is really beneficial, and once installed in our current system would help the overall city.